Welcome back. In the previous video, we added a split in WBS from Navisworks to make it similar to what we have in Primavera project schedule. Before we proceed to merging queries, we need to do a bit of cleanup by removing fields which are not needed. So, many fields are not needed here. So we'll have to select them manually and delete it. Such as WBS2 is not needed, comments, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and we'll keep pressing the control key and select the fields which are not needed. Object, description 2, model length, and okay. We have thickness not needed. Yes. Model, let's see more. Model volume units not needed. Model weight units, length units, width. Okay, a lot of them. Thickness units, height units, perimeter, units, area, volume, weight units, count, not needed. Oh, we need only primary quantity, so we'll remove all the columns. So now we have all the required columns in place: WBS, item, resource, primary quantity, and units. Now that we have processed resource table from Navisworks quantification Excel table, and we have resource assignment table from Primavera Excel, but I think we need some more information with respect to activities, so we require task table from Primavera Excel. Let's try bringing it here. We'll now import the task table from the Primavera Excel spreadsheet. We select task because it contains activities and activity names and ID, start date, end date. So we need to combine task and resource table. So we'll begin by merging the queries as new, wherein we'll combine this task table and the resource table with WBS as the primary key. So we choose the resource table here, and we then choose the matching primary key or primary key field, and then we confirm by clicking on OK. Now we have the merge table where we have the resource table field which we need to expand. So we have to select all the fields which we want in the new query. So we'll select the quantity part from the resource table, resources, primary quantity, and units. Click on OK. Now we have got all the required fields here: activities, resources, quantity, and units. But the missing part here is the resource code, which we'll find in the Primavera Excel sheet. So we'll have to import it. We'll have to add the new source. So we'll duplicate this query. For now, we need to simplify this table such that we get resources and their quantity values summed up against relevant activity names and WBS codes. So we'll have to select all the fields except the primary quantity, and we'll be now clicking on group by, so that we need to group and collate all the activities and their resource and their quantity values. So In the group by column, we'll just add a new column named QTY, wherein we'll click on sum as operation, and for the column we'll choose resource primary quantity, resource table primary quantity, and then we click on OK. I think we are very much done, as table appears the way it should. Now we'll just load this load this query, merge1 2 query, into the Excel workbook, just to cross check against Primavera output, or the Primavera Excel sheet. So we see that the resource code field is still missing. So we'll go back to the Power Query and we'll click on Edit. And in the resource table from Navisworks, we have got the resource name, and the resource name will be the primary key between all the tables now. So we'll just add the new table from the Primavera Excel spreadsheet. We'll choose the resource table from this workbook, where we have this resource name, resource code, and resource type. Click on OK. The resource table is now imported. And it contains this resource code as well. So we'll have to merge this merge query and the resource table into a new query. So we'll choose the same workflow. We'll go with the same workflow as we did before. We'll click on merge query as new, wherein we'll choose this merge1 table as the first table and the resource table as the second table, and the common field between both of them is the resource name. We'll just choose the resource name from the merge1 2 table and the resource name from the RSRC table, and then click on OK. Now we have got one new merge2 table, wherein we have got the RSRC table which needs expansion. So column 1, I think, is the resource code, and now we have the resource code as well. So I think it is very much complete. We'll just rearrange the field such that it looks similar the way it has been arranged in the Primavera spreadsheet. And this column 6, I think, needs to be removed because it is not required. So we'll right click and remove it. Okay. Now we'll just load this into the Excel. Okay. So we'll just copy the fields, fields and fill that up in the Primavera counterpart. We'll just copy it. This Control C and Control V. Yes, now we have filled in all of them, and we have got the Primavera table filled. So we'll import it in Primavera. We'll import the resources in Primavera. We'll choose the Excel sheet and we'll choose the same file which we have filled. think I saved in this Primavera folder. Yes, PM2, and then yes, this is where I have saved it. Click on open, and no, it is open I think, so we need to close it. Close the Excel. This is the sheet I think. We'll just save everything which we need to save. Yes. Save. Now we need to actually merge the update the existing project, so we'll choose the project which needs updation and close. Now we'll just see if the activity contains resources as we have filled. We'll just check that one. So let's take any of the field which we have. See, I think we need to import it again, but let's try importing it again, because we faced that error previously. So we'll just choose the file again and re-import it. So I'll navigate to the folder where I've stored the Excel sheet, Primavera sheet, and select it. And from there I need to select this resource assignment table. Now that is what is important here. So we'll choose that, and we need to select in which project we need to import it. So we select the project and click on finish. I think it's done. Resources are done, and it appears with units, budgeted units. So it's working.